Hello everybody and welcome here inside of Nashville Super Speedway, the track that is one, technically not in Nashville, and two, is not even close to a super speedway. This 1.5 mile track in Lebanon, Tennessee, which is a suburb east of Nashville, will be the host of today's race, the Cracker Barrel 200, aka the racist country store. I'm just joking. Let's take a look at your Hankook driver showcase. We're going to be taking a look at Random, a driver who's been on a bit of a hot streak the last couple of races. He'll be looking for, I believe, what will be his first win of the new season. Also hoping to extend the Wind River Racing dominance as they ended up winning the truck race today with Declan. Next up in our driver showcase, a newbie coming to the fray, a driver from Peru. Donning the rookie stripes today under the King Richard Petty. It is none other than Raffy driving the number 43 Toyota Camry, I believe, for Shark Racing Club, I believe. And then finally, the next one in the field is, well, I think you already know, it's Court driving his monstrosity of a horse anime pretty derby car. That being said, his car is butt ugly, and it's also a sin against God and man. However, that being said, it is a very fast car. Expect that number 1 Ford Mustang Mach-E to be up in the front, barring any lag concerns for that number 1 car. Had some lag concerns in the truck race. Hopefully that got sorted out. With that being said, as we enter into the second race of the night, drivers, are you ready? And I forgot to change the thingy here. Today's race will be 80 laps. So don't cause too many cautions, because we're going to be here all night if you do. The truck race had quite a few cautions today. Well, no shit, Sherlock. We had pit stops in the truck race, too. Just not under green. I'm just going to assume everybody is ready. We're going to double check in chat just in case. Matthew, oh yeah, that's right. Matthew's going to win this race because fuel saving. So, congratulations. You guys are kind of wasting your time. Speaking of which, Matthew is driving, I believe, the number 66 Dodge. He does drive for Perez Motorsports, which is a Ford team, but we did not make a scheme for him because we honestly didn't know when he would show up. So, but with that being said, countdown is getting ready to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green flag green flag in the air for the first time here at Nashville. Trading the fairgrounds for the super speedway this season. As they barrel off into turn 1 and nobody knows how to let off. Then again, they've had half a day's worth of practice, so that's not very much. Some of them haven't even practiced at all. Coming into 3 and 4 for the first time here. As Blen currently looking that Rookie of the Year straight in the eyes. Trying to get a little bit better on the ovals here. Oh, we got problems. Huge stack up here in the back. And that's going to give Blen a couple of free positions here. And once again, to our audience who did not tune into the truck race, I am a little sick today, so if I have a coughing fit, that's probably why. It's a miracle I'm even hosting this race. And Kane v. Me was scored first at the line. To me, I think it was Regent who led that lap. A little bit of contact there up on the top side between the 27 and the 45. 45 going to go down. A bit of an ill-advised move to the bottom. And now that's going to make way for Quirt to move up. And this is almost 4 wide for the lead as Raffy is going to move his way up close to the lead here. And this is kind of looking like the truck race a little bit of super speedway action. Frankly, it was kind of a mini Daytona during the truck race today. And now here comes the 43. Raffy's got a little bit of help from the 16. He'll push the 45 of Kane up to the middle. And they're driving a little aggressively here. All drivers in this race under a blanket. Side by side to the line, Random leads that lap just barely. He's marked 5/100ths of a second at the line. Or 51 1,000ths, I believe. Uh-oh, we got problems. And it's going to be 4 wide. Guys, please try to keep it off the wall. Oh, God. Lap number 6 here at Nashville Super Speedway. Almost said Nashville Fairgrounds, 45. Oh, and, well, that's not your fault that time. Do try to keep it off the wall. In the trucks, it wasn't that big of an issue, but the cars in the Cup Series do have a bit 20. There's a 20 studs per second difference between the max speed of the trucks and the max speed of the cars. So that means you do have to brake more intensely in the corner in the Cup cars. And some of the guys that ran the truck race today, they kind of figured that out a little bit on the fly. Random, I'm not going to call that because you were kind of pushed up there by the 1 and the 16. And just everybody, I think anybody could end up winning this race, frankly. I mean, this is a pretty close contest so far. Ugh. So here they go. We're kind of seeing that bottom lane is kind of the dominant line here so far. A lot of these drivers now, they're starting to be a little bit more patient here. They know that there's over 70 to go here. Don't need to make too many rash decisions too early. Now that being said, they are 3, almost 4 wide for second there. Largest field we've had in a Cup race in a couple of weeks. And these guys are trying to get as many positions as they can here. Try and get as many points as they can out of this as we start to wrap up the first quarter of the season. 71 laps to go at Nashville Super Speedway. At the rate we are going, most likely we'll be done in the next, what's 5 times 7? Probably be done in the next 35 minutes or so, honestly. That's barring any cautions, that is. And knowing the Cup Series, there probably will be cautions. By the way, Rapid, that's a verbal warn now. Try to keep it off the wall. There was somebody that was into the wall that same corner, but I know that they were pushed up there, so... 4 wide for third. Good frickin' Lord. This almost doesn't feel like a proper race. It just seems like a super speedway race. And I know Nashville Super Speedway is the name of the track. But it's like, I thought that was more supposed to be like just like a marketing thing. 3 wide in the back, and they're squeezing themselves up to the top side here. Still going to the bottom. And by the way, Raffy, the 43 car, making his first start in the Electric Racing Tour, passed his tryouts, so he did not need to relegate himself to the Truck Series. He got signed to what was Floridian Racing Club. They were bought out and renamed to Shark Motor Club. So now that team, I believe, under Rapid's control here. And the 27 is going to squeeze the 43 and the 16 up to the wall, up into the wall there. Bit aggressive here. And now look at this. They're starting to fan out a little bit as a result. The draft is still probably a little too strong. So you will probably see those gaps close here within the next couple of laps. But look at this Rapid skill. The owner-driver driving the Carvana Toyota. He's looking for the lead. He's got another Toyota up there right there in front of him. That number 45 of Kane v. Me. who I believe is racing for MRT. One of two rookies represented in the field here tonight. A lot more veteran power in this field tonight than we've had over the last few races here in the Cup Series. We've had a couple of rookie stripes here. 66 and 0. This will be your last warning. Keep it off the wall. Lap 16 here at Nashville. Oh, contact! The 0 there on the panel of the 66. That is Matthew. Was chasing a championship last year. And now into his sophomore season here in the Electric Racing Tour Hankook E-Cup Series. He'll be looking to try and contend for that title, but he's got the points leader right there up to his far side. That's Quirt up there on the top lane. And Rapid saying he was lagging there. So we'll just let that one go. Lap number 17 turning into 18. We're coming close to finishing the first quarter of this race. And what a race it has been so far. A lot of lead changes. Kane leading that lap here. They're starting to go single file, so it is starting to calm down just a little here at Nashville Superspeedway. Side by side for the lead. Court diving to the bottom. Toyota versus Ford. There's a Dodge right there behind him technically. Court's teammate as Yotre drives for Perez Motorsports alongside Court. By the way, Yotre will be getting points for Perez Motorsports in this race despite not driving the car, so making that clear. Doesn't seem quite fair to punish a team that if their driver doesn't have their scheme ready. 66 will get to the back bumper, trying to get as aggressive as he can legally here. Coming to 61 laps to go here in Nashville. I also just realized the top of the screen says Nashville Fairgrounds, not Nashville Superspeedway. I will fix that real quick. And so with that, Chaos, trying to keep a bit of a half eye on this while I was changing the tag up there. It's kind of rubber banding a little bit. It gets a little bit more chaotic and then it calms down, gets chaotic, calms down, and we're seeing that in 27 was pushed up in the wall there by the 66, so I will let that one go. See, if you get tapped up into the wall, that's not really what I'm looking for. It's if you're just flat out refusing to brake enough to make the corner. Still side by side. I'm really impressed with Kane today. Although maybe I shouldn't be. That number 45 car has been fast all season regardless of who's driving it. And I think Court got some lag issues there. Look at this, an all Toyota top three. Kane in the lead, and then Random, and then Rapid. I got sick brain, I'm sorry. But three different teams, all under the same manufacturer, represented here in the top three. It's been a really good race for these three here. Like we said, Random, he got his first win not long ago. And so let's see here, as they go to the bottom, guys, you can see in real life, the Nashville Superspeedway was starting, it was a kind of a one-groove racetrack, but as it kind of developed over the years, before it closed in 2011, it was starting to develop that second groove as the track surface aged. Kind of wondering if we're seeing a little bit of that here in this race. We're seeing two different lines the drivers can safely take without losing too much time. Some people trying to make that bottom work, and some people finding success up on the middle side. As seen there, Rapid and Random were making that middle side work there in turn 3 or turn 4. And the 27 moving up to the far side. He's just trying. He's got two different drivers. He's trying to get by. We got problems. That was an ill-advised move there by the 0. Didn't really cause too much chaos, though, but he will get put up into the wall just a little bit. And now Kane is absolutely loving what he is seeing in his rearview mirror with the rest of these 6 drivers all battling for second. All six of these guys have a realistic shot at second, and meanwhile Kane is going to have that advantage because he's not in the middle of all this. He doesn't have that dirty air to deal with. He's going to be able to pull away. Oh yeah, I said Blend earlier, didn't I? So that number 45 car does belong to, almost said Legacy Motor Club, belongs to Shark Motor Club. So there'll be some good points there for this team as Rapid's here, and so is the 45 car. Originally it was a Floridian Racing Club car, which is why it was given the Auto Nation colors. Well, we're not really in Florida, but he keeps driving the way he is here. It's going to be nothing but sunny days ahead for this 45 team. It's just been Toyota dominance throughout the entire league in trucks and Cup. Used to be Ford dominance, now it's Toyota dominance. Uh-oh, we got a problem. We might have our first yellow of the day. This is going to be a problem. Oh, they save it. Still green. Oh, well, never mind. Raffy's loose. 4 wide in the back. They save it. And you knew it was coming eventually. These drivers are going to start getting more and more aggressive as the race continues. Especially since we're coming around to we're at 62 laps to go here. And you know, as the race progresses, you know also green flag pit stops will most likely be coming up soon if we don't get a caution. So they're going to have to, they're trying everything they can to save fuel. That might slow them down a little bit. That might cause some stack ups in the corners a little bit. Court looking to the inside. Now he'll go middle. Here comes Random all the way to the inside. Now they'll wash up. And a big incident here. Caution is out. That is our first caution of the day. It is Matthew and Court race back to the line. And that is not what Kane wanted to see. Not making the same mistake that I made with Michelina in the truck race. That is a yellow. By the way, Blend, you are 3rd. Rapid is 4th. First caution of the day is out, and we got pitters, as we actually kind of expected that. Honestly, Matthew, I believe that might have been Quirt. Usually when you guys Earnhardt like that, it's because the guy in front made a bad block, so I would definitely say it was Quirt. So this will be very interesting now that they have a restart coming up. 10 laps until the server closes. So line up. Everybody's pitting. So everybody line up in the order that I said, that the board says, with the exception of Blend and Rapid, of course. Okay, that looks good to me. Also, Raffy, when you get into your box, there's a button that you need to press. So you stop in that box, you press the button, and then who the hell is placeholder? And then you wait for that light on the top of the pit box to turn green. I need to add that to the tryout, actually. Like, you should, like a mandatory pit stop or something. So let's see who wins the race off pit road, and it's probably going to be Rapid. Maybe there's more strategy to these pit stops than I originally thought. I guess if you press the button too slowly, you might be screwed. I think I might have made pit road speed a little too slow. $27 broke your speed. That's okay, you could hit the limiter again, I think. Nobody cares, Court. Blen, I would go hit the limiter just in case. The leader can. No, we don't have the choose cone in this league, so Court's pulled off to the side because he's gonna go check something. So he's not a DNF. He is just inactive. Okay, so with that being said, oh, never mind, he's not AFK. I completely misunderstood what he said. He said after the race he's going to check it. Approaching the halfway mark here in Nashville, lap number 34. Three wide for the lead here. Rapid on the bottom, make that 4 wide as Blen forces his way through with the help of Kane. Cautions breed cautions, you know the old saying. And look at this, a lot of drivers under a blanket here on the backstretch of Nashville Superspeedway. This is just absolute chaos. And now here we come, 45 laps to go. We got problems. Blen was in the quarter panel of the 27. Jarred him a little bit loose, but they end up saving it 3 wide, 2 rows deep. This is going to be anything but good. And the 43 will lead him back to the line. Rafi's led a couple, I think this might actually be his first lead lap of the night. His first lead lap of his ERT career. And this has got to be one of the most nerve-wracking situations as a driver, being caught in the middle of this. Zero will move all the way from the high side down to the bottom. He'll try to make it work as he'll shoot the gap through the middle. Number 1 will try to push him back up the track now. Quart's going to push him here to the middle, now to the top side. And we got contact. Ooh, I'm going to say green. Still green. That could have easily been a yellow, though, had the 66 caused any more disruption there. Raffy's with a convincing lead here. About 500s off. Oh, we got problems. The 16, the 45, into the wall. Caution. Yep, nope, that's definitely a caution now. Good Lord. Horrible. On the back straightaway there. And what's Blend doing? Pit road is open here. And we are, once the runoff occurs. Yeah, no, you can't pit on a caution. It's not. Holy frick. Random is at 2%. Yeah, you guys better pit. Oh. So there's two drivers staying out. It's going to be Raffy and I think Matthew are going to stay out. We all know. Oh, never mind. Matthew's coming to pit. We already know what kind of saver Matthew is. He won the race at Portland in Season 3 off of fuel strategy. And what's Court doing? Good Lord. Yeah, don't move out of the way or anything. That'd be great. Countdown is for the pits, by the way. All but one driver came into pit road. No, Raffy, do not go. And the biggest problem here with no assigned pit stalls is finding the stall that's best for you. Speed broke. Well, that's okay because you'll be all right. I think you'll be all right once you come out of pit road. There we go. I'm tired. All right, Blend, line up. Everybody's laps should be changed, except for Raffy. .42 laps complete. Halfway through the race, we got 38 laps to go. And it's going to be a dash to the finish here. And something's wrong with Raffy. Redo, redo, redo. Redo. Line up in the exact same spots that you were. Line up in the same exact spots that you were in. And if you went around the entire course, then make sure you cross the line. Okay, now are we ready? Awesome. Okay, so here they go. They're going to barrel out of the tri-oval and into turn 1. And we got problems. Court almost got turned around in front of the pack. And now Raffi is going to pull out to the lead again. Led us to the yellow on the last caution. Just look at that number 43 car. Just his first race in the Electric Racing Tour. Oh, we got problems. Blen and Rapid. They'll save it and they'll come back up. Still green. Coming to 35 laps to go next time by. Uh-oh, we got problems in the back there. The 66 still green. But there was problems there with Matthew and... Okay, Rapid. Oh, yeah, Rapid, no. You went into the grass and then you came back up. So 35 to go, coming to 34. Raffi under threat here by Quirt and Kane. Kane has had a really good race today. 66 was pushed up into the wall, so I'm not going to call the wall tap on him. But he's just had a great day today. Still looking for his maiden win here in the Electric Racing Tour. He's got the rookie stripes for Season 4. I believe he had a race or two in Season 3. But his first full-time campaign. The two rookies currently leading the pack. Raffi in his first ever race in the Electric Racing Tour. And Kane in his first full-time season in the Electric Racing Tour. And then here comes Court. Man who barely missed out on the title last season. We got problems. Missed out by a couple of points from being eligible in the final round at Boysen Motorsports Park. Okay, 45, get the position back to the 1. You got the pastor and the wall tap there. Give the position back. Still good. You're good, you're good, you're good. Wait, where'd everybody else go? Was there an accident? Lap number 50, 31 laps to go. Oh, your car's locked, I see. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't see that accident. That's the second time that I've done that today. Or we had the same type of thing happen in the truck race today. Ooh, Kane got a little bit of a push there to put him up into the wall. It's definitely a little harder to control the car when you don't have control of it. They're starting to single file out just again, but you know, we saw that rubber banding earlier in the first 20 laps of the race. You'll have that rubber band where they'll single file out and spread out a little bit, and then they'll group back up together as they get into the draft. And wondering if that's going to be the same thing here. Now, Blen is back there with... Oh, never mind. He's got the draft, so I think he'll be perfectly fine. But Random and Rapid kind of got screwed by the system here. So they're going to need a caution here. Rapid wall ride. I'm inclined to believe you, because I already gave him a 1 out of 3 for the wall tap, so I'll believe you on that one. Well, what happened to Random? Or Rapid? I keep getting the two confused. Coming close to the end of the race, and you gotta wonder what kind of moves are these guys cooking here. As Kane looking to the inside, he hasn't had the lead in about 20 or so laps. He's looking for it again. Just trying to get as much leverage as he can on that inside lane. He's got that 43 up toward the wall here and there. He's got a pretty good pretty good run there on the far side. The 45 dips to the low side. 43 still side by side. And this will be an interesting race to the line here, and I think the 45 will lead that lap. He will. A 10th and a half. And look here, the number 66, Matthew, was one of the most winningest drivers of Season 4, or Season 3, along with Quirt and Forza, who was the season champion. Matthew just barely missed out on the title because of a couple missed races toward the end in overdrive. 25 laps ago, the board has officially changed. And Kane, a little bit of a bumper lock there on the 66. He had to back off of it there, and he did. And he'll dive bomb onto the inside. Watch the send, especially since that's your teammate. Oh, see, that cost you both 2 positions there. Now, talk about natural consequences. Good Lord. I wasn't even going to give him a penalty for that, but God said otherwise. 23 laps to go. We're about ready to enter the final phase of this race. The final quarter coming up. A big push. Will we see one more pit stop or will we not? Here comes the number 43 to the bottom. Trying to make something work. 45, I saw that wall tap. This will be your last warning. Same to you, number 1. Oh, 43. Not sure he intended to brake check him there, but definitely did. Just a little bit. 45 does get by anyway. And look at Blen. He's back there. You can kind of hear Jaws music playing here. Number 1 to the outside off the push by the 45. He'll have the leverage to the inside. 66 trying to shut the door on him. By the way, I don't know if I said this yet this race, but you cannot pass below the yellow line. If I catch you passing below the line, I will have you give the position up. 3 wide for the lead between Matthew, Kane, and I almost called him Pedro. What the hell? I meant to say Rafi. Five cars under a blanket. The other 2, well, they're about half a lap behind. And I'm sure I'm not gonna hear the end of this one. And still, they're holding it 2 by 2. This is pack racing. Maybe this is a super speedway after all. Uh-oh, contact! Big contact! Ooh, I'm going to say yellow, yellow, yellow. That was the race back. That was the race back. They were locked together. Do not finish that lap. Do not finish that lap. Thank you. Turn around. So, that's really good news for Regent and Rapid. I'm not sure if that makes up for the no call, but, well, there you go. Now you have a chance to get back here. I had to call something. They were very clearly stuck. So it was a 3-car incident. They were stuck together. I don't know what's up with these cars and wanting to be connected to each other like some kind of messed up National Geographic documentary, but yeah, do not push into pits, by the way. You will break people's speed, so do have some distance between you and the next car. Line up single file. Let's go. If everybody is pitting with the exception of Blen, then Blen should be your leader, and then it should be Matthew, Quart. I don't trust pitting anymore either. I'm going to be honest. This is for pits. Rafi, do not go when the countdown expires. Do not go. And 66 pushes the 43, gets pushed by the 1. Isn't bump draft fun? We're having fun. Put bump draft in the cars, they said. Make races more competitive, they said. We'll be watching for that green light. Oh, well, Rapid, you're too, well, you're probably going to come out at last anyway, but yeah, Rapid, I saw that. You went before the light changed to the back. No, I don't think so. Oh, God. That hurt. This might be our last race ever because I'm going to be dead soon. Awesome. I got AIDS or some shit. I don't know. Anyway. What do you mean, thanks, Quart? Oh, this air conditioner's not doing fuck all. I don't know if I just have a fever or if it's just that hot in here. Caleb Williams is a bust, Matthew. Get over it. Green flag back in the air. By the way, there should be 16 laps to go. Oh, problems. $15 to go. Uh-oh, we got problems up here for the 66. That's Matthew. Not a good thing. And look who's in the lead. It's Quart. Looking for his 4th win, I believe, of the season. He's got 3 poles, 3 wins heading into this race. Well, actually, no, he didn't get pulled this time, actually. 14 to go. Quirt, can he hold off Kane? And okay, 27. $13 to go here. It's going to be all about how they react in these final 13 laps. They got a good 25 or so miles to go. How they respond is going to be whether or not they end up in victory lane. And here comes Kane. He's got a hungry blend to the inside. Also, side-by-side battles are 2x2, 3 rows deep here. And now Kane, he's got a lot of help from the 66. It's going to be 4 wide for the race lead with 12 laps to go. Top side, Random struggling just a little bit. 45 popped off there just a little bit. And now the new leader appears to be Matthew. Looking for his first win of the season in his first race of the season. We got problems. Rapid was in a bit of a mix there with Quirt. 10 laps to go. Here they go. A lot of these drivers separated by mere milliseconds. Furthest gap was about 9/10 of a second there. Uh-oh, problems. Blend to the quarter panel there, the 0. Gets into him. And he'll give up the position. That's good. 8 laps to go at Nashville. Shut up, Facebook. I don't care. Now I see why they have you turn off your phone in the movie theaters. Quirt to the outside. He's in the second. That's given everything for Matthew to take this lead. Or, well, he's had the lead, but he's going to run away with it. Problems! 45 into the quarter panel to 27. If he comes back up the track, I swear to God. Ugh. Give up the position to the 27, 45. All good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Well, not only that, but now Quirt in a position here to chase down that 66 in front of him while everybody else tries to kill themselves in the back. 6 laps to go here at Nashville Superspeedway. Next weekend we are heading to next week we are heading to Indianapolis Motor Speedway as the truck and cup drivers will take on the road course. Coverage here next Sunday on Perez Motorsports Network, or on Perez Sports Network. Your home for the Electric Racing Tour. 5 to go. Matthews just got to hold on for 5 more. Oh, problems. The 45 hooks the 27. He'll come back up into traffic. Still green. And I will say 1 out of 3 for the 45. And that's a problem, Blend, and that's a caution. That was the race back. That was the race back. I can't remember if I already gave the 45 a 1 out of 3 or not. And that was just a bonehead move by the AutoNation Toyota, and I'm not even sure that was completely intentional. So it was 2 out. So we already did have a 1 out of 3. Oh God. I need to take some fever meds or something. Oh wait, yeah, no, he didn't have a 1 out of 3 already. So yeah, no, you don't have a 2 out of 3, you just have 1. Oh, we're going into overtime. Okay, awesome. It's gonna be a 2-lap shootout. I know it wasn't, but if that was IRL, that probably would have hurt him really badly. Yeah, random does have a point. Well, then don't win. You don't know if you're ready. Green flag back in the air at Nashville. It's Hankook overtime. Oh God, the 0 car just got up into the wall there. I think he got a little tight in the corner. And Matthew, your race leader. And here they are coming to the line. 1 lap to go. Finally, presented by Hankook. Does he have enough? Not battery, but does he have enough speed to be able to hold off Quirt as he'll go to the outside? And they'll train going through the corner. This is going to be a problem. Quirt gets help for the 27. And here they go to the bottom. It's going to be a drag race. He's going to do it. Matthew is going to win in the Music City. And he got a pretty good push. Matthew wins at Nashville Superspeedway. His first win since the race at Bristol in season 4. And he is sliding across start-finish line on his roof. Well, Clint Boyer finished the race on his roof in 2007. I suppose Matthew could too. And of course, as always, would like to remind you that today's victory, as is the rest of our victories, as he jumps out of the car. Oh, well, he left. Oh, no, he didn't leave. He just got teleported. Well, Matthew just respawned there. Yep, there you go. Anyway, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, today's victory, as is all of our victories, fueled by the same people that fuel you. Today's victory is first stop, fueled by Maverick, Adventure's first stop. What a wild end to the Cracker Barrel 200 here at Nashville Superspeedway. And the trophy today is a wagon, an old-time wagon with the barrels, as is the nature of the Cracker Barrel brand. And also encapsulating the heritage and history of the state of Tennessee, especially around the east of this area with the Appalachian Mountains and those who drove the wagon wheel back in the day. Hankook Victory Lane is no stranger to Mr. Matthew here, as he wins his first race of Season 4 with a brand new team, and a lot of valuable points for Perez Motorsports in the process as they try to get back to dominance in the Cup Series. Picture will be taken in 3, 2, 1. Picture. As he wins the Cracker Barrel Trophy, that number 66 car, which belongs to Medic Racing Team, will be scored under Perez Motorsports points. Although here comes car owner Glenn as he's into the bleachers here at Nashville Super Speedway. But with that being said, that's going to conclude our coverage of the Electric Racing Tour for the weekend. The Truck Series and the Cup Series both will tackle the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road Course next Sunday, September 28th. Truck race will start as usual at 12 p.m. Eastern, followed by the Cup race at 5. And with that being said, congratulations to Matthew on the race victory here in a hard-fought race here at Nashville Super Speedway. Can't wait to see you back here next week on Perez Sports Network at Indianapolis. And until then, until next time, and you know there will be a next time, have a good one.